Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Minecraft Survival Series. In today's episode, I went to finish building out and decorating the interior of our starter house to make it both functional and cozy. The first thing I want to do is make sure we have plenty of tuff, which I believe, yes, we still have a lot left, and we also have a decent amount of copper, so that's good. Let's go ahead and dig out an area inside here to give us some room to start building. Alright, we've cleared out a big space in here to start working, and let's make this front area sort of like a kitchenette with a spot where we can brew potions later. I wanted to make kind of like a copper water pipe coming down to be our water source for the potion making. Let's dig one more layer out of the ceiling. Okay, so I wanted to get 2 grates and waterlog these. And we'll just place a temporary block there. Place some trapdoors, and then we will break this. And we will grab another water source to put at the bottom. There we go, and the trapdoor should keep it from falling out, and that way whenever we wanted to add water to a bottle, we just open this. I also want to make a little storage area up here with some barrels. I want to try to make like a little shelving unit out of these copper trapdoors. So it's kind of a little work area. Over here in the corner I wanted to make a little fireplace. Sort of like you would see in a kitchen in like a medieval or rustic build. See something like that. Let's put some bricks in the back. Eventually we'll add some netherrack from the nether in here and light that on fire instead of using campfires, just because it doesn't create as much smoke and it looks a little bit better in my opinion. I think I want to change this to a stairs. Now I want to go over here and make a little sort of pantry area just to store some crops. This is going to be a little bit cramped. We'll face them this way so they look like little cabinets. And we're gonna have our door, let's set it inside farther, like that. And you just walk in and there's all your little cabinets. So we'll fill that back in and we'll throw a torch in here for now. Eventually this will be a copper bulb up here. And we'll fill in these spots with some more tuff. Now I want to set up a little kind of cooking area with a smoker. And one thing I like to do with smokers and furnaces is knock out a block below them, place a campfire, and then it looks like there's smoke coming out of it, so it looks like it's in use. And make sure you cover that up so nothing can get burned. We'll make a little table here, and I kind of want to make like a little area for the smoke to go. Let's throw a grate up here, and I want to grab some more copper trapdoors to make sort of a vent. Alright, we'll throw some temporary blocks here for a second and see how that looks. Oh, we're missing one. And now we can take out the temporary blocks. And it looks like the smoke is getting sucked up into an exhaust vent. Alright, now I kind of want to make a partition wall in here somewhere because we're going to make the living room and the bedroom separate from the kitchen. So we'll start here and we'll just start with some tough bricks, and eventually we'll come back through and we'll replace some of them with moss and mossy cobblestone. So we'll do something like that for now, and then I'm thinking I want there to be a sort of arch that comes up and down. Yeah, we're gonna make this like a decorative arch. Let's see, let's put some of these on top. And some of these is like an accent. That looks pretty cool. Alright, now that's complete. Now we can go through and replace all these walls with tough bricks. For this outside wall, I used mostly these polished tough blocks, so I'm gonna just fill that in with those. And now I'm going to replace the floor with these polished tough blocks. I'm going to make another crafting table and hide it in the floor here, sort of where it looks sort of like a rug. Yeah, that's okay. I think that's looking pretty good so far. Let's throw polished stairs in here to finish the fireplace for now. So that is all filled in, and I'm also going to fill the ceiling in with some of these tough bricks. We're going to throw some dirt down here and over on this side. These are going to be planters, and eventually I'm going to switch the dirt out for podzol when I have silk touch, but right now I don't have a way of getting podzol in here without planting a giant spruce tree, which would not fit in here. Alright, so we got the floor and the ceiling filled in, and now we're going to dig out an area for the living room / bedroom area. Alright, we've got this room dug out a little bit so we can start building. I'm gonna have to fill in this wall a bit, but we'll worry about that later once we get everything in this room. I was thinking of making this front area a sort of like living area, and then this being the bedroom with a little bit of storage. So let's start on this wall. I know I want to make kind of a like cubby hole. Let's see. I think I want to raise up this ceiling a little bit. Yeah, we'll have something like this because I want to place a chest in the middle and have a copper bulb at the top. I think we'll just put a torch everywhere I want to put a copper bulb eventually, just to make it a little bit easier to remember. Let's make this an end table. We'll make our bed 3 blocks wide and add some nice decorative pots over here with some azalea trees. For the bed, I want to make kind of like a canopy bed out of stone and copper. I'll have to move that for now. Like those. Yeah, that should be high enough. And we'll throw some slabs around the outside. And the canopy I want to actually make out of trapdoors. Like this. Finish removing the ceiling out of our way here. Okay, and I want to try to sort of mirror this other side over here with a little area for a chest. That looks kind of cool. And then in this corner was where I was wanting to put the fireplace, and I think we'll bring this out a little bit from the rest of the wall. Okay, let's do another row of bricks, and then we'll start the fireplace here. And I want to make it 2 blocks wide, well, 2 blocks of fire in the middle. That doesn't look like it's going to be sticking out very far. Let's bring it out 1 more block. I'll grab this gold out of the floor. Okay, let's bring it 2 out from the wall, maybe like this. And then some of the polished tough blocks. That looks a little bit better. And then let's see, let's do a row of these chiseled, is that what they're called? Chiseled tough. For the back of my fireplace, I want to have these bricks. I think that looks pretty cool. Also, let's replace some of the blocks around here with polished tough blocks. This will be like our fireplace grate. You know, I want to raise the ceiling up one more block because I want to do another row of these chiseled tough bricks. I'll have to grab some more of those. I just realized this fireplace needs to move over one block, so let's move this again. Alright, let's try this one more time. There we go. Alright, and now all I need to do is fill in the rest of this wall, which is going to start here. We want this arch to stick out one block from the rest of the wall. I also want to add a little carpet at the foot of the bed, and then also in front of the fireplace. Maybe like that. We'll also add some little chairs like that, make a little seating area. Also throw a planter in this corner, and on the other side, let's grab our bed and bring that inside so we can see how that looks. There we go. Eventually I want to dye it gray, but I don't have any gray dye yet. We'll finish removing the ceiling now that I made a new pickaxe, and we will replace the rest of these walls with more bricks. Real quick, we will put these bookshelves in here. I think this is going to look really cool once we get some books to fill that in. Let's also use some of this moss carpet to make a rug in here. Something like that. I think that looks okay. I also want to add some of these flower pots to this area, and we'll have to take a trip up to the surface to grab some of the plants that I want to add, but for now we'll just place those there. And I also thought it would be cool to make an area where there's like some hanging herbs, and really the only way to do that I know of is to connect them to pots on chains. So once we gather those plants, we'll see what that looks like. Now we can go back to filling in the rest of the walls, ceiling, and floor in the bedroom area. Alright, so that's what the walls and ceiling and floors all look like when they have been replaced with tuff. And like I said earlier, we're going to go back through here later and add in some things like regular tuff and mossy cobblestone and moss to just make it look a little bit more run down. And also for now, I think I'm going to move this crafting table. I think I decided to tuck it in a little bit farther like that, so it's not as noticeable. But now it's time to go up to the surface and collect some plants that we can use for decoration, and I am going to just bring our bed with us so that if it becomes nighttime up there we can sleep. Oh, it's weirdly quiet up here. I forgot we put all the villagers in their houses. Alright, so I want to collect some ferns and also some mushrooms. Also looking for some dead bushes and some red mushrooms if I can find any. I think they grow in the old growth spruce and pine taiga. Oh, I also forgot I want to get some mossy cobblestone, so we'll grab some of that while we're up here. Here we go, dead bushes. They're really cool for decoration. There's a ton of brown mushrooms, but I'm not seeing any red mushrooms yet. There's a bunch of flowers over here though. You know what, let's go ahead and grab some of these for dye.
One eternity later.
Oh, red mushrooms, finally! There's only 2. I have looked all over this place, and these are the first red mushrooms I've found. I am going to take both of these. Okay, so we got plenty of most of the things I was looking for. I didn't find any flowers that could give me gray dye. I probably could go and take down some squids for black dye and mix it with white dye from bone meal, but I don't really feel like doing that right now because I don't have any enchantments that would make it easy to move underwater, so I think we're just gonna wait on that. Alright, so we're back at our base. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff that we've collected where it belongs. So first of all, I want to put the red mushroom over here and a brown mushroom over here. In front of the fireplace, we'll use a dead bush and a fern to look like herbs. And then these planters, I'm going to use bone meal on these to make them into tall ferns. The 2 tall ferns, because I don't think you can get those with just the shears without silk touch. I'm not really sure. Alright, let's not forget to put our bed back over here. Reset our spawn. And now I want to go through the walls and the ceiling and replace some of the blocks with moss, tuff, and mossy cobblestone just to kind of make it look a little bit more ancient. This is just going to be really random. Alright, this is what it looks like when we're done with that. I went a little overboard, but I'm gonna leave it because I like it. One more thing I want to add is some glowberries to the inside. Actually, we can just grab some of these. I know we have some in this chest. I also wanted to... Oh good, I already did. I cooked up some stone earlier, and actually I think I need one of these to make a pressure plate. 2 of them. Okay, so I want to make a stone pressure plate for the front door, and then I also wanted to cook up some smooth stone to make an armor stand. So while that's cooking, we will place these glowberries, and I want to place them in areas where they're not going to be too much in the way. Let's maybe put one there, put one here. I want one in this corner. There we go. I think that looks nice. And we'll let those grow naturally for a little while to see if they spawn any glowberries. And if they get too long, we will trim them with the shears. Awesome. Here's the smooth stone I wanted. And we will use the stone cutter to make some slabs. And now, let's see, I don't have enough sticks. But now we should be able to make an armor stand, which I want to put in the bedroom area. Alright, so stone pressure plate for the front door. That works pretty awesome. I just like having a pressure plate in front of the door because it helps close the door behind you. And an armor stand. And once we get some better armor, we will put our iron armor that we currently have on there as a display and as a backup. Okay, well that is the interior of our house mostly done, except for a couple things that we don't have the ability to get yet. I need a little bit more bone meal to make these ferns taller. I need some sugarcane and leather to make books for the bookshelves. I also want to put a different kind of plant in this planter and a different kind of plant in here that we don't have yet, so that'll come later. And for now, since we don't have the ability to wax the copper, we're gonna have to manually come in here and scrape it every so often. I do want some pieces to age. I don't really want it to get all the way green. I don't know, maybe in a couple places. There's just already a lot of green in here, and I kind of like how the orange copper contrasts with it, but we'll see. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but eventually I do want to put some netherrack in this fireplace as well as the one in the kitchen. Just because I like it a little bit better than campfires for the interior because they do smoke a lot. So other than all that, the interior is basically finished for now. We'll continue to upgrade things as we acquire more resources, but I think this is a good start for us and also a good place to end things for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!